backlash against The Rock is getting out of control. People are accusing him of using steroids and lying about his success. But will John Cena finally be the one to expose
that
him?
man trains like every day. What are you talking about?
Everyone found it was fake.
We really have problems with each other.
And The Rock made it personal when he went after Cena's wife.
But I've got a true story about Cena.
The Rock humiliated him in front of millions, and weeks later, he was divorced. Now he's fighting back and going after The Rock. Will John Cena finally expose The Rock?
John Cena. The Rock's Twitter blew up. Hundreds of thousands of tweets. The Rock's Facebook blew up with the link. John Cena's been talking trash about The Rock. But The Rock put a nail in the coffin right now.
This seems staged. WWE is known for their fake feuds.
That's what a lot of people thought. But this was real. They even admitted it.
We really have real problems with each other.
I just don't like the guy personally.
What were their problems?
When The Rock left wrestling to follow his dream of acting, John felt like he was abandoning WWE. Coming up as a wrestler, John actually looked up to The Rock.
We had a wonderful star, was known as the People's Champion, and went by The Rock. As a fan, I thought he was always one of, if not the most gifted performer to ever step in the ring.
As an adult, John put his wrestling dreams before everything, and that includes his wife Liz. And when he finally got the chance to wrestle alongside his hero, The Rock suddenly left.
He just said deuces and left WWE, saying you love the gig and you love the business. Show a little bit more respect.
He said, "Just don't f*** me around and tell me that you love this when you're just doing this
He
to
was-
something else."
He was made man. Like and the crap is even back then and stuff is different. These guys ain't all of them ain't trying to be like Flair and Hogan wrestling until they're 50-something years old. You know, not doing that like back in the day. Even the Warrior said something funny about that. He said, "Who's trying to get in the ring at 50 years old, thinking that they're still 20? You know about that?" Well, I guess I mean like not 50, but like late 50s.
That's the only thing that gets me really pissed off. He just doesn't give back to anything.
Wait, didn't John become an actor as well? Isn't that a bit hypocritical?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yes,
The
yeah.
Rock actually called him out for it. It's starting
John can't talk now. He's out there, hardly wrestling. What did my boy used to say? Contradicting yourself. Now look at you. That's like saying you hate soda. Then he catches you in the next room drinking 2 Cokes. Know about that? Know about contradicting yourself?
a major fight between them.
When you run The Rock down about being an actor, something I love, about being the people's champion, something else I love, yeah, your two-faced ass has been trying to do the exact same thing for years.
And soon the media
He got on his
fans
ass.
turned on John, siding with The Rock.
John Cena is doing the same thing.
Let me get that
as The
back.
Rock for,
Hold
which
it.
makes him a
Media and fans
Let me
turned on
get that
John.
back.
Something else I love,
Hold it.
I love, about being the people's champion, something else I love, yeah, your two-faced ass has been trying to do the exact same thing for years.
And soon the media and fans
And
turned
stinks
on
at it,
John,
too, by the way.
siding with The Rock.
John Cena is doing the same thing he bashed The Rock for, which makes him a f***ing hypocrite. This is one of the reasons why I don't like John Cena.
Ooh, let me get that back. Woo! That was a
Media
good
and
one.
fans turned on John, siding with The Rock.
John Cena is doing the same thing he bashed The Rock for, which makes him a f***ing hypocrite. This is one of the reasons why I don't like John Cena.
Instead of apologizing,
And then who else is out there? Batista's out there. Yeah, you know these. So a lot of the guys now, even today, like ain't trying to, like I said, being Flair and Hogan, that or waking up every day with the sore back and the stiff neck and the bad knees, hurting, still trying to get in the ring. They ain't doing that no more. That's why what's his name? I don't think you'll see AJ Styles jumping off the rope at 50 years old. He's not doing it.
John kept insisting he was different, instead of just letting The Rock do what was best for him.
He just left to go be a movie star. I've done some movies and I've managed to keep my
He made his mark already.
He just left us kind of hanging.
John and The Rock decided to settle their fight in the ring, but he had no idea what he was getting himself into when The Rock performed a song about him in front of millions.
You want to hear a little gossip? It's a true story about Cena. Rock saw Cena making out with Eve. I guess he didn't tell her that he's got a wife.
Yeah, that's a real.
I don't even remember that.
Who's Eve?
He was a fellow wrestler.
I remember The Rock playing the guitar, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, and John was humiliated. But what nobody knew is that his wife was already worried that he was cheating on her. The one thing that he was desperate to hide now was being exposed on TV. And soon after, John was the one that filed for divorce.
It is something that is entertaining, of course, one person throwing a shot to the other person. But there is a possibility of an escalation, of things getting a bit personal, to where it can ruin the relationship.
And now that work was all he had, he put all of his time and all his focus there. And part of the work seemed to be with his new relationship with another female wrestler, Nikki Bella.
Would you marry me?
Man, that didn't work out.
What do you mean?
Well, the relationship was actually a storyline for WWE, and they had a reality show. But when John wouldn't
So
give
it was
Nikki
fake
what she
now.
wanted, things started to fall apart.
I won't have kids.
Well, John doesn't want kids, so we're not gonna have kids.
You are.
See, you don't know what to
Number
believe.
one
See, you don't know if it's live or if it's Memorex, because 1 minute is for the TV, next minute you're together for real. So like what's that dude's name? Cheated on his wife. He was talking about the other day about what did Fernandez say? Don't blame wrestling for cheating on your wife. Was it last week when I was did that reaction video? See what I mean?
Of Make-A-Wish, 650 wishes. I think you would make like kind of the world's greatest father.
Just because you might be good at something is, for me, is not a strong enough reason to do that.
Yeah, I really thought I was okay not being a mom, and I've just come to the realization that I'm not okay with it.
John was only thinking about what he wanted.
Nikki was
and because
feeling
of
bad.
that,
She wanted
he
them.
actually
She wanted
walked
them
away.
children.
Desperate to save his relationship, he went on live TV to make his feelings known.
I had my heart broken out of nowhere. I still love Nicole. I still would love to marry Nicole. I still would love to have a family with Nicole.
Here's John on the Today Show making this heartfelt plea. Was there any part of you that thought, I wish he would have just given me a phone call instead of told the world?
I mean, of course.
It's not really fixing the situation. It's just amplifying it, trying to get a reaction from her.
It was too late, and she broke up with him for good. As devastated as John was, it made him stop and realize that he'd been so focused on what he wanted that he wasn't able to see what other people needed from him or what they needed to be happy.
Stubborn, self-focused. Life had always been about me, and it took a very strong
He was mule
for
stubborn.
me to be like, why?
He did the most selfless thing that he could do, and he let Nikki go and do what was best for her.
She needs to be happy.
I'm pregnant. I have wanted to be a mom my whole life.
I think he realized that it was important to be able to let people go because it was the best thing for them.
Exactly. And because of that, he could finally see the real reason he'd been attacking The Rock.
As a fan of the WWE, I felt cheated. This people's champion had turned his back on me. Now, in looking back, I was just being a selfish fan, and I wanted my Rock to stay in my universe. He has done so much more for our industry.
Well, Rock
for guys
was,
like
let me see.
myself. By going
He started wrestling. Let me see, 95. He wasn't even Rocky Maivia then. He was something else. Cavana, Flex Cavana. 95, 96, 98, 99. So he wrestled like 8 or 9 years. Yeah, his career wasn't that long, but he did a lot in 9 years. So, yeah, he said the Rocky Maivia thing that wasn't working. And they said they changed it to The Rock. He's like that's more like it. Well, and they could have wrestled when he was thinking about it, because he left and he came back in 04 for that one more match with Foley, tag match. He could have left. I mean, he could have wrestled. They could have wrestled in 03. He was there then, but he was, I think, The Rock wrestled Goldberg and somebody else. Yeah, they could have wrestled. They could have wrestled in 03. Or 2002. He was just getting started. Cena. Yeah, but they could wrestle in 03. That's when Cena had the whatever that was, the thugonomics gimmick.
Out there and showing the world, like pro wrestlers, there's a lot more to us.
When the media and the fans started to turn on The Rock, John saw how he handled the backlash.
Joe Rogan has been on The Rock's case about using steroids to achieve his kind of physique.
The Rock claiming, no, actually, Black Adam's doing just great. Well, a lot of people are able to see right through that.
The Rock admitted to using steroids, saying, I tried it when I was 18 or 19. But
that was
he
back in the
wouldn't back
days,
down
man.
and
Come on.
his film was a success. John could have been like The Rock, doing anything to make sure his acting career was a success.
Look at Cena
Instead, he focused
when in 2002, and look at him in 2015 or 16. Because 2002 he was a lot smaller. Then you go back. I mean, fast forward 5, 6, 7 years. He's
giving back to his fans so they wouldn't feel abandoned by him.
Nobody's granted more make-a-wishes than you. Where did that compassion come from? I'm able to see the joy it brings not only to the children, to the families, and that joy equals hope, and hope can sometimes move mountains.
By allowing others to do what's best for them,
you take care of the kids, but you still have no hope.
Now, what's great, he's one of my best friends. He said you guys used to be rivals, but now you're friends.
Yes, I've been honest enough to lean into my failures. When you are the problem, you gotta lean into it, you gotta solve it.
Yeah, you started it and The Rock finished it. That's it.